Okay, hello and welcome to another Marksman in the UK review. Today we are going to be reviewing the Legends class Insecticons. We have Kickback and we have Bombshell. Haven't managed to get hold of Shrapnel yet, but hopefully when I do, I can review them and we can get the full team together. Now I picked these guys up fairly recently, at a reasonable price. The Entertainer is doing Bombshell for about £5 now, which is pretty cool. And I actually managed to get these from the Entertainer as well, for actually the full whack. But it meant, between the two, it was less than £20 for the pair. So that's cool. I've been umming and ahhing about it because I've been thinking, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. The difference in the yellow, the difference in the purple of the colour schemes of the two bots had me kind of on the fence. But then I thought, unless I'm going for third party, or the original Gen 1 toys, I'm not going to have myself a trio of Insecticons. And I really wanted a trio of Insecticons. I think they should be a little bit bigger, but they're Insecticons, so it's not, I can live with their size. So let's have a look. We'll take Kickback out for now and go for Bombshell, because Bombshell is my favourite Insecticon of all time. And he's really nice. He's really well done. He's got this kind of gold, paint to him on the sides and on the chest plate. He's got big, chunky legs, really nice metal flake finish, if the camera would focus, on the red on the legs there, which is really nice. And it's the same with the gold. You've got that kind of gold fleck finish. So he's cool. He's really nice. He's a Legends class, but he's got a lot of articulation. You've got the round. He's got a ball joint for the socket. Ball joint for the arm there, so you can get him to do a lot of different things. He's got, these sort of cannon-esque hat arms on the end there, but he's also got quite large, the 5mm posts, so he can hold most of the weapons if they're, if they don't go down too long or they're not too heavy for him. So that's him. That's Bombshell. Let's bring Kickback back. So yeah, unfortunately, I would have preferred Kickback to have the same color scheme as Bombshell, because I like the paint they used for him. I understand that there are. If this camera would focus. No. Yep. Yeah. Come on, focus. Being a pain. Focus. There. So obviously the purple is a bit brighter. I think it was a bit too bright. Actually, off camera, it's not so bright, it's quite a bit darker, so it doesn't look like the sort of monster in my pocket-esque purple that you used to get. The chest is that kind of clear, transparent plastic, and I know why they did that, because that's what they've done with the rest of the Titans Return line, which he belongs to, so you can actually fit, put Titans Masters in the chest there. They will bring that down, and when he's in his beast mode, you can kind of get them to sit in the cockpit there, which is kind of cool, which is kind of nice, and I understand why they did that. Again, I would have preferred him to have Bombshell's colour scheme, but it is what it is. So here we go. He's got quite a good bit of articulation. Sometimes the arms come on tabs. You've got to be careful of that. His plastic feels a bit, I don't know, a bit more loose. It's not as well made as Bombshell's, which is a shame. But again, he's got the same double ball jointed articulation. That's the same with the legs as well. You've got a double ball joint, so you can get him into lots of different positions. And he has, a good paint scheme on him. He's a Legends class, but they didn't, skimp on the paint, as obviously the Rebels of Disguise Legends classes can have, and things like that. So, yeah, I'm pleased that I'm happy with that. There. Now for comparison, let me get him in there, and I will bring in the War for Cybertron Generations kit back. Now obviously he's a deluxe, so he's going to be bigger than our two smaller friends here. And I absolutely loved him. I wish they'd done all three of the Insecticons in this size with this style, because they would have been my trio of Insecticons without a doubt. I would have, used them instead, because he does have a good size. He's got good size, good articulation, lovely bits, lovely accessories. He's a nice piece. I would have loved all three, but we only got the one, so that's that. Let's get him out of the way. Okay, right, and I will be back with their beast modes. Okay, so there they are, both in their beast modes. Bombshell is a beetle, so it's kind of a beetly bug. Very similar to his Gen 1 incarnation. Very nicely done. I do like this one. It's compact, it's nice, it's an easy transform, it's an enjoyable transformation. And he looks the part. He's strong, he's sturdy, he's a good little bug bot. And then we have Kickback. I mean, his one's not as good. I mean, because of the way it's got, it's literally him, I don't know, lying on his back. That's not great. It does have like I say, you can open that up and got a little cockpit for your Titan Masters. If you want them to be riding a giant bug, it's a thing you can do. I know that with these, it's kind of a more, because each one has a different gimmick. Obviously, this one was Combiner Wars, so he has kind of pegs, and he can, go forwards and have it as a sort of gun mode. If I don't pull it out of the ball joint, which I have done. There we go. So, you can fold all the legs in and get him as this kind of cannon that can be held by one of the other combiners. I'm not sure if they actually specified which one. A lot of the Legends Class 4 Titans for the Combiner Wars did have a specific combiner they were meant to combine with. Obviously Rodimus Prime, Rodimus with, the Optimus Prime combine mode. You had Shockwave with Bruticus. You could attach to the back of Onslaught. So I don't know if they actually sort of meant him for a particular one. Good toys. They're inexpensive at the moment. Hopefully I'll get all three at some point. And say, pop down to the Entertainer. They're doing both for a really good price at the moment. You can get the pair of them for a steal, and add them to your collection if you want a set of Legends Insecticons. They are there. Okay, well, this has been Marksman for another Marksman review. Please like and subscribe.